Good morning, Thursday, July 10th. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. This is Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about dealers reacting to the EV tax credit and Bay Area Robotaxis, and everybody's getting to keep their shoes on in the TSA line, apparently.
Whoa.
Apparently. Kyle started saying before the show started, he's like, I have this thought about the shoes thing.
I got some beef.
I was like, save it for the
We'll
show.
Talk about it on the show.
Save it for the show. I know. Can you believe we are 10 days? We're a third through July already.
Come on,
July
stop.
Just hit. I was in Costco last night, and I made a post because they had a freaking Halloween stuff out.
No.
Yeah, I made a post. I'm a little upset about it, but in the LinkedIn post, there's a little bit of a bright side to it, which you have to watch the post to see. So
the bright side is they also have Christmas stuff out.
No. They have like swim trunks on clearance. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, we're only 3 weeks into summer, for crying out loud, officially.
Oh my goodness.
Not happy with
Costco. It's over.
But then I had a $1.50 hot dog. I split it with my son. So
you were the happiest man. You're good.
Fine.
Don't worry about it. $1.50 for the largest hot dog you ever seen in your life.
Literally, we split a hot dog and a slice of pizza, and we filled the soda cup with water up because there's no way I'm giving that kid soda at 8 p.m. And it was $3.17. So I'm like, all right, you can have a Halloween. You can have a Halloween
all year. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. Hey, we launched a new Auto Collabs episode, or actually, is it out? It's out.
It's
Sanjay,
out on podcast platforms now. It'll air on social and YouTube at 12:30 Eastern.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Sanjay Varnwal of Spine talking about overcoming merchandising challenges with AI. If you don't know what this is, we have another podcast called Auto Collabs, and we interview lots of people across the industry to talk in a little bit deeper sense about what they're up to and implications on the industry. We also had a webinar yesterday. If you missed it, you can still check it out. Talking to Uber for Business, our friend Stephen Chapman, talking about how you move things in and out of your business without spending any money in infrastructure,
including food. Including food.
Halloween things from Costco. I bet you could get Halloween stuff from Costco.
You could get Halloween stuff from Costco.
Yep, you can still get that if you go to asodu.com and register for it. All right, let's talk about some news. With the federal EV tax credits ending on September 30th, we talked about that earlier this week. Dealers are shifting strategies to keep momentum in a market suddenly missing key incentives. One of the founding investors of Asodu, dear friend, her quote is, not on this shirt, but more than cars is a derivative of her love people more than you love cars. It's here. It's kind of everywhere. Liza Borches of Carter Automotive said, we're planning marketing campaigns to help customers take advantage while they still can. Joe Jackson, general service manager at Bowman Chevrolet in Clarkston, Michigan, said they are leaning into leasing. EVs are a lease-heavy vehicle. He said, quote, I expect the leasing to weather this a little bit better than the purchases. Yep. Our friend EV Auto Alex Lawrence thinks that, quote, adoption will increase, but it's going to be a lumpy line. He sells used EVs. Liza and Carter Myers Automotive are confident about the future still, saying, quote, we're committed to educating customers about all the other benefits of an EV. Our job is to be proactive, transparent, and ready to help customers navigate the shift. So, I mean, just typical dealers, right? You're like, okay, that's what you got. Watch this.
It's going to be fun. This is like the smallest bump in the road that we've had in the last 13 years. I feel like this is like a little hump, that you bump over. I do think, if you're sitting there and you haven't started having these discussions with, ads partners or with your team about how to communicate this, what to communicate in the market, how to incentivize people to have purchasing behavior around EVs, you should be thinking about that, especially if you've got some level of day supply that isn't cohesive with 90 days, right? If you got 120, 180 day supply, this is a time to shrink that day supply on EVs. But again, it's not like they're going away after this is over. So it's still about education because, and I think the reason why Alex is saying it's going to be a lumpy line is because there's still like an adoption question. There's still people questioning whether or not this is the right thing for them. So it's not just about taking advantage of, the tax credit in the short term. Is it the right type of vehicle? Can it fit my lifestyle? All those types of things. So there's still a lot of education that you have to put into the market.
Also quoting the article is, I got his book here. Hold on. Where's it at? I got a couple books. Author of this book, Dude, Where's My Flying Car?
Oh,
Jackson, former chair of or president of Colorado Auto Dealer Association, says in the article, he's advising dealers to get as many new EVs on your lot as possible because he's saying there's going to be a run on these things, but make sure you don't have them after September 30th. So I think
yeah,
you better sell them.
You don't have a lot of time.
Dude, there's going to be some amazing deals in like the last 2 weeks of September on EVs.
There are going to be some amazing deals. Oh, man, I just
look at all these I just got it. I know. You're picking it up next week. I'm so excited for this.
I actually got I've gotten, it's that time. I got one car this week. I'm getting another car next week. One's mine, one's my wife's.
He's rotating out.
Rotation.
They're like the same car. I mean, slightly upgraded.
It's literally the same. Like it's like I like my coffee mugs the same every morning.
So what's the new upgrade in the Sienna? What does it have that your current one doesn't? Aside from French fries? It
has a vacuum.
Wait,
that was like there's like other couple things.
Yeah, because French fries and like stuff in the car. It doesn't have that.
When you got 3 kids under the age of 11 and you got a vacuum option, get the vacuum option, fam.
I've never even considered that. That's such a great addition.
It's so smart.
But you do kind of need a minivan to like have space for the vacuum.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, I'm just looking at all these books I have. Tim Jackson, Dude, Where's My Flying Car?
There's so many good books in auto.
We got Adam Marburger, Servant Leading F&I Manager.
I know.
We got Steve Greenfield, The Future of Mobility.
The Future of Automotive, The Future of
I have
Mobility.
Drive, which is the 100-year story of Carter Myers Automotive, which they did an amazing job at.
Thomas Klein, Tuck the Octopus.
Oh, I have a good one. Glenn Pash, Road to Sold.
Yeah. Oh, that one's over there. Yep. We got so many good books in this industry.
By this dude.
Oh, by this guy. Oh, we should write a new forward to that, you know?
We should write a new forward to the Automotive Manifesto. It's aged pretty well. There's some stuff in there you realize, okay, that was written like 7 years ago, but like I still stand by it all.
Yeah.
Just way to go. All right. Sure. I think we're doing a show on news stories today.
Oh, we should do that.
Tesla is aiming to bring its experimental Robotaxi service to the San Francisco Bay Area. It's like Waymo's stomping ground. Within the next 2 months, pending regulatory approval, Elon Musk confirmed the expansion plans on X following a limited pilot in Austin, Texas. Like, I don't even know if it works yet, but let's bring it to San Francisco. That needs something to light on fire. The Austin test fleet with safety monitors on board is set to grow its service area this weekend with an ultimate goal of 1,000 Robotaxis in several months. Tesla's facing tight regulation in California, unlike the light touch environment in Texas. Approval from the California DMV and CPUC is still needed to charge passengers for rides, although initial approvals were given in March. So
this one's going to be the easiest move that they make. Obviously, if things are working well in Austin over the next couple months, San Francisco is well used to this. They want EVs. They want AVs. They're already, they've already got, I think, Waymo out there. There's going to be like an easy tick off for the first 3 or 4 cities. And I for one, I'm so in on it. I'm so bullish on this thing. Like I'm telling you, when you ride in one of these things, it's just,
we were trying to ride in one when we were in Atlanta because they have Waymo in Atlanta when we were at the Automotive Ventures event. And the only thing we could do is flip a toggle that increased our chances of getting one. But you can't just select one. It's
you can't actually use the Waymo app because they're doing it only through the Uber app. Yeah, which is such an interesting move.
I wonder, I wouldn't really consider San Francisco as friendly territory to Elon Musk.
Not to Elon.
So, if I'm a rider and I want to be riding around in a car, I would normally.
Not sure if you want to be riding in the Tesla.
But maybe if you want the real.
Can you unbrand this thing before I get in it?
Yeah, do you want the real San Francisco experience? Like pick the Tesla, right? It'll be a wild ride. It's almost like a Universal experience, like Universal Studios experience. Look, it's an angry mob. Oh no, it's an actual.
Oh, no. Oh no, stop.
Speaking of angry mobs,
stop.
Nothing says angry mob like watching people in the TSA line.
Look, a major travel headache is officially over for all of the people that didn't buy the TSA pre-check. U.S. travelers no longer need to remove their shoes at airport security thanks to a new TSA technology and a successful pilot program. The change is effective immediately nationwide, so you don't have to remove shoes, fam.
Immediately, like today.
They did that. That's so fast. Yeah.
Gosh,
actually, I think it was yesterday.
Everybody's so happy.
They're also happy. Passengers ages 12 to 75 previously were required to remove their shoes. A post 9/11 rule spurred by the 2001 shoe bomber. Most Americans said Noam, the Homeland Security Secretary, said it will be very excited. It will be a much more streamlined process. Okay. TSA PreCheck still offers perks like skipping laptop and toiletry removal. That's special. Okay. And they are still exploring more changes, like including special lanes for families and service members to simplify screenings further. Tell
Atlanta. Yeah. Tell Atlanta. Do they have a culture person they can send over to the Atlanta airport? I said it out loud. I have to say, Atlanta Airport.
They went and got all of their employees are from New York City. They're not from the South. I'm just telling you right now.
No, that is not true. Because I've been to New York City, and the New York City TSA teams are way more buttoned up and polite. And
they got all them from Alabama. They knew what was up. They were like, bring in some people from the South. We need happier Northerners.
Program. Oh man, it's so funny because Christy Noam is on the screens at the Atlanta airport, like giving the announcements as you're waiting in the TSA pre-line. I think this is an amazing thing. A lot of people in the auto industry,
it's great,
travel very frequently. I think it's going to speed everything up. I think there's no one that's unhappy about this, and I think the shoe bomber, whoever it was, probably cost the United States taxpayers more money than anyone else in the history of the world.
Had to. Yeah.
Do you imagine
if they can just get new machines to move slightly quicker?
Dude,
and
the new machines
are so bad. And now you got to take your belt off. Like that didn't used to be a thing. Now these things all go off with your belts. These are two problems.
Is that didn't used to be the case?
No.
I need to find a belt with like a composite buckle.
You're supposed
I'm going to find a belt with a composite buckle so that I don't have to. That's the most annoying part of TSA pre.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
The most annoying part is just the fact that these new,
I'm gonna put this as
these
the belt
new machines are brutal. Yeah,
I know. Are we complaining or are we doing a show?
I'm proud of the TSA for helping all the people that didn't pay for TSA pre-check. Am I mad about this? Am I slightly upset? I feel like now that everybody else gets basically the same treatment? No, I'm not mad, Paul.
Well, while we're talking about this, let me give you a pro tip for TSA pre. If you're traveling with children as they get older, like 9 and up, typically, do you know the TSA can actually not accept them as pre-check, even if they're your minor? And they're
what?
Yeah. And so I learned this the hard way. And it's their discretion. And I have no idea why the guy in the Orlando airport made Brooklyn, my 13-year-old daughter at the time, she's like, she can't go. It's discretionary. Like, oh, okay. So now we have to get in the other line if you've been to Orlando. But I found out the workaround. Here's the workaround. When you're booking your kids' tickets, you put your TSA pre number in their TSA pre slot.
Oh, that's strong.
I've never had a problem since. Now they always get the check on their boarding pass. No problems.
Come on. No issue.
Just when you thought you could get any more value out of this show, we've given you travel hacks to start your Thursday off. Listen, whatever the deal is, you know what the deal is. Go out there, take care of the people around you, and things will just be much better.